A fun little update. I think I'm going to be buying an expensive card, so I'm going to take you along on the ride, but I'm going to show you what is new on the tournaments, which I haven't played one personally in forever. Someone that plays my gold foil accounts plays them from time to time, but new today, getting sorted out. There was a few random changes over here, but we have SPS tournaments. Let me show you what's going on over here. So, um, very high amounts. We're seeing, this one is someone else created, but Splinterlands is creating a bunch of them. And so this is the thing. SPS token, which is this one, is being given out in multiple ways. So there's some going out to investors. There's a lot going out in the airdrop over here. Sorry, I want to go back to events. So a lot is given out in the airdrop, but also some is given out in the staking. And they talked about giving out to those that win in battle, but now we're starting to see some giving out in events. This is a governance token, but in order for a lot of people to have it, the goal is to give it out in many different ways over the course of 6 years. The governance token that no one owns doesn't do too much. So you give it out, and they're going to give it out as per their white paper, as per their plans, I guess I should say. They're giving it out in lots of different ways. And one of them is now in tournaments, as you can see. So I'm going to just go here. The SPS tokens are the big ones. And it makes a lot of sense that they're much higher rates because the DEC is their transactional currency. So inflating that really impacts it impacts things a lot, it impacts all the sales and the rentals and everything. So if they inflate DEC by a crazy amount, it's not so good. But inflating SPS, that's their goal. They're trying to give out like 3 billion of them within 6 years. So giving out a decent amount here. Let's jump in. So the very first one is a novice league, which means it's going to cost more if you're a higher level player. Let's take a look at these ones. Okay, so we're going to look at this big one here, $6,000 tournament. It is a gold league with gold foils and alpha cards, okay? So I don't know how many people are going to actually be able to join this. This account doesn't have the ability to join it. It's almost 1 million power of alpha cards to join it. So that would be pretty tough. Now, there is a staking requirement of 150. Not too bad. I obviously have more than that staked. But this isn't my gold account. So we're going to log out and log in. And you'll see the prices change because I have, so we're going to go into here to SPS. I have the requirements to get into here. So it's only 37 for me to enter, which is like 1% of the total pool, I believe. If you add all these up, 4 times, now the top 4 are all getting 1250. So it's a weird kind of tournament where you don't need to be first place. I don't understand that concept. So hopefully I can just get 4th place. And that's pretty cool. So that's something like, $300-$400. Not too bad. Now, I'm guessing there are going to be more people interested because with 37, you can get in to this tournament. So, and win 150. So it's kind of like free money to those that have a lot of alpha collection power. Speaking of that, I really want to do this real quick. I want to go into buy. I want to go to alpha. and I want to make sure that I have summoners. Okay. So the other thing I want to do is I want to show you the account that I play with. Gringotts. This account, let's take a look at gold cards and summoners. And now this is the new view that's going to be coming out. So you need to click on the grid view for this sort of thing. So we've got, you know, dragon and four. It looks like we don't have life in here, but that's fine because we have it in the Jarvie account. So we can rent it over to Gringotts. Okay. So want to see what we have in alpha. We have one here. Now, that's not going to do very well in the tournament. But if we go over to Jarvie, um, we'll go to gold, alpha, summoners, and we've got a level 7 um, alpha card. So we've canceled the rentals. These now became worth way more because of that tournament. Just 20 minutes ago, this has been updated, and now things are like these prices are ridiculously low. They were already ridiculously low. I don't know what I was thinking. But so, with all that said, I still need, even though I have a really good alpha or beta Malric, a max level beta gold foil Alric or Malric, kind of think I need the red. So, and I did buy 2 of these Zentars. So let's open up another tab. Let's go to Gringotts again. Um, well, let's see here. Where are we? Yeah, you can see that I have Zentar. I have I have black, white, and then sorry, here we are. Kind of moving around. Got a couple of accounts open, and we want to see summoners. And I've got green, pretty well handled, a max level. Um, I don't think I'm going to be able to do blue with alpha. It's just beta only. And then I've got these all 3 maxed. So I'll have an alpha version, which is cool. And I don't have any alpha dragons. I don't have a Selenia Sky. So that's just how it is. But let's grab a, essentially we'll have black, white, green, and now red. So let's get to the point where I'm actually buying this super expensive card. Where is the market? So we're going to buy Hagrid's level 5. We don't want the level 4 because that doesn't do us any good. It's like halfway between a 5 and a 6. So we're going to go and buy a 4. This is the most expensive card I've ever bought. 522,000 DEC. Know that this card's going to go up in value, which, but it kind of hurts because now I'm getting a lot less, um, airdrop points because I'm getting rid of $4,000 worth of airdrop. All right, I purchased it. Let's refresh the screen. Sure, it's gone. It's gone. That means it's got to be in my account, right? So let's refresh over here in the Jarvie account. There it is. Oh, heavens. That's some fun stuff. Okay, well, I'm going to keep it there and I'm going to try to enter a tournament for my first time in, I don't know, a year or so. Looks like I'm doing all right. I mean, I could look into, um, well, what else is it going to do? Let's take a look at this. So we're going to go into SPS and we're going to go into gold cards only. So um, we've got a gold, 2 gold, um, that are happening. One is a DEC, so there's still $2,000 there. Um, so yeah, I guess they're entered by the person that's playing the count. So hope he does all right. There's already 49, 35 people entered. What I want to see this 49 entered, and you need a collection power of 1.5, and then you are almost guaranteed to get a calendar. How interesting. Okay. And yeah, I have 6.1 million collection power and you need 1.5. I guess there's 49 accounts that have 1.5, so that's pretty cool. Pretty easy way to get 5,000 DEC as long as you can beat like 15 to 20 other people. All right, I'm going to go back here to gold cards. So we've got a 5,000 tournament. It looks like, I mean, these were just created, so some people will start joining pretty soon. And yeah, look at this one. Diamond League for 980. Does that make sense? 980 is a lot. 980 staked. Entry fee is 980. I don't understand. Is that a mistake? It may be. I've got 2,000 collection power staked. It looks like I only needed 1,000. But they were doing some changes because it looks like there was a few mistakes on the creation of them for this first time. Every time we go back, we have to add in this again. Now I want to see alpha. Alpha cards. There's going to be 4 alpha only ones. Alpha diamond, alpha gold. This is the one we just got really prepared for. But we're going to try some of these other ones. Because if we look at this 10,000, yeah, the entry fee is 62, but um, I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of people that enter it. Those that have 250 staked, those that have 500,000 collection power, it's going to be a lot of people. So we'll see how that goes. I may keep an eye and try out these tournaments in the future. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to look through with you for a second on the market and look at gold summoners. Let's refresh this. You can still grab the Malric, um, the 4 and the 1 and get it to a 6. And I feel like that's a pretty decent price because prices are going to go way up on it. Now, the Zintar, I bought 2 of these. So there's only 1 left. That's a pretty decent price. Now, if we compare it to beta prices, it's going to go way down to get these golds. Okay, only $400 on these, while then 500 on the next and 7. I mean, it goes way up. So, and some of them only need, like if you get a 1 BCX card, it's a level 3. So that'll get you pretty good for easily bronze. I mean, it's way above bronze, but that's a decent silver level card. That's a silver level card, just one of them. So it may be worth it in the future. But I just spent a decent amount, so I don't know if I'm going to jump into a shopping spree. Except that we've got a Jarlax at 500. It's pretty interesting. 400% on renting. I wish we could see what they're actually being rented out for. Is anyone renting these? That's the question. We don't know. We can't see it. So, um, but there's a couple of them available. It may be just a good thing to grab one of them. Uh, I suppose that I have them. Xander at max level. And then if we go to Jarvie, I want to let's look at the betas as well. Okay. Got Talia's. I've got Jarlax's being rented at 13%. Well, things have changed. That is no longer a good deal. When you are renting a 5 BCX for just barely above a 1 BCX, you know that things are not really done correctly. Let's see if, oh, look at that. 4% return. Let's do that either. Stop renting. And let's see over here, 32. And let's not sell this anymore. Things have changed. So we're going to remove that from the market. And yeah, I mean, these are decent. And we probably should not delegate this one out to my other account. So we're going to, gosh, if I undelegate, does that mean still won't be playable? Let's just leave it there for now. Let's not make waves on that account until the end of the season. Okay, so Peak Rider is being rented out for 600. Terrible. It's a lot of DEC. Okay. So we just want to make sure that we go and buy a couple of cards. Well, definitely this one being the cheapest, and it's an epic. $190 cheaper. And after we purchase the first one, the second one's 580. I kind of want to get both of them. $1,000. Man, this is getting expensive. But we look around, even if we look at, let's add in reward cards. I mean, you've got these guys. The Koretch is cheaper. Let's just look at all summoners. Ooh, Mylor is only 292, 250. That could be a better deal. Some really cheap ones here. I don't know if I should go with the epic card. We should grab some summoners here. They're expensive. They're just a lot less expensive than that alpha I got. So, change of plans. That Jarlax is awesome, but you don't win many games with the Jarlax. And I think that Jarlax will go up in value. But again, I don't think you're going to win many games with it. So we are going to go to the market again. We are not going to get these super expensive cards. We're going to look for some cards that we think are going to win us some games. 46 Bright and Bloom is a software is a bit more expensive, but as a black with reflect and a level 4 card is going to be way cheaper, but it won't be playable for 6 more days. If we can get it to a level 7, or I mean a 7 BCX, a level 5, that could be interesting. They're all in cooldown. It's kind of annoying. See what the rentals on these are. Pretty decent. So if I'm not playing, it's still good money on these, and I think that may go up. So we're going to skip this $103 one and go for the 104 because it will be exactly to where we need it. So question is, what summoners do we have? Gold summoners. We got the Kretch. We got a Sacred Llama and a Leer. 10 DEC? That doesn't seem like too much. Go back to this mode, and we have the magic button that we can click here, and it's going to tell us about these legendaries. Looks like they are being rented for an insane amount more. So let's at least stop the Leer. Probably Sacred. Things have changed. You can make a lot of money with gold cards in tournaments. A lot of money in tournaments. So these prices just are not fair anymore. So we're going to stop that. And not the legendaries. Let's look at high level cards. Tyrus is being rented out a level 12 for 73. And I've already canceled that one. And Kiara, they're already no longer. Tyrus 32 doesn't seem correct. Seems all right. Yep, there we go. So let's stop renting those. Just the rentals now that things have changed. Drastically changed. You can earn a lot of money. Pay for your entire rental by just entering a tournament. Um, okay, so we're back here, and I still think that I'm going to grab those cards, and don't think that I can. Maybe with the mother Kaala. Let's see what the rent is on these. I'm seeing some lower-ish numbers. Not entirely sold. I think I'm sold on the Oster. Ooh, $100. Let's see. A level will get me a decent amount. It's 400. Let's see what they're renting for. Level 4 aren't there. Level 5s. Level 8, 700. I think I like the Lorna. I think I may grab it. It jumps up a little bit. I get 3 more. Pretty good. But it gets a little bit more expensive, up into the 135 per. And you can't play it for 5 more days. Well, let's do it. Let's try it out. And yeah, the Mylor. I think it may be time to buy it. I'm gonna go up into the $300 range. If I get 4 of them, let's take a look. Do I have any here? I don't. Do I have any dice? I have the kids, the quids, and 2 a day is not right. So that is not right. 87% off. And let's at least stop those for now. This is actually looks like a decent price. So let's stop renting those. Okay, so dice cards. What about my Untamed Bortus? Don't have too many of those. But I don't know if I love the Untamed Summoners, but this one, I think it's worth it. If you look over here, $1,000 for a level 4, 2,000 for a level 5. Okay, now let's look at dice, all of them. Let's go here and look at this. It is 800 and 1,400, so it's not that much more for a gold. So with that in mind, and also if we go back here and look at the card rental price, pretty decent, 100%, not like amazing, but we know that that's going up. So let's go. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I don't know if I have enough DEC for this. 400,000. I have 300,000. So let's remove these. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess we remove this one as well. 2, 3, 4 to get us to that level. And we have just enough DEC. Oh, it has been purchased. So there goes again. Oh, golly. But did we grab the Lornas? I can't remember now. I guess we can look over here and refresh over here and look at the dice summoners. Did we grab the Lorna? We grabbed the Osters and the Milers and the Lorna. Okay, so all that price was with that involved. So, and if we look into profile, um, yeah, so there we go. Very interesting. Oh, where was I? I was going to look into profile and refresh this page to see if the bids showed up, and they didn't because I'm on beta. Try this out. Okay. A minute ago, so that's 6,000, and I purchased a little bit more today. So it looks like 7,500. I'll show you what I purchased earlier. It was the two Zentars that were alphas. And so one big alpha here, and then some dice cards, a bunch of dice summoners. So there we go. Should we just keep on going? I'm not sure. Let's just see if we want to do anything else with the shopping spree we've got going here. $3 versus $6, $7. It looks like things jump up. The Milers are, as we discussed, quite a lot, but it seemed like a pretty decent deal to get this one when you compare the pricing between this one and this one. And having a gold Miler is going to help in those gold tournaments. As a reminder, let's go back to SPS gold cards. So we've got, and it doesn't look like they are working. Okay, so now, okay, there we go. So they've got a little bug on their site. Not a huge deal. Now, yeah, they've got just a bug that doesn't let you filter two things at a time, I guess. So we've got old cards only. Oh, no, doesn't work. Let's refresh the site. Gold cards only. There we go. So the old DEC ones and now all the new DEC ones. So we'll be able to play even this Untamed and Dice version, which is a smaller tournament, but this Diamond one is going to be crazy. Diamond 38,000, or this Gold Untamed and Dice. That seems ridiculously high. But now we'll have some Untamed and Dice cards to play with. All right, so do we keep it going? Do we think, and this is only one tournament, are they going to keep that going? Is the concern. But if we look at, this is what I like doing, the comparing the price. So if we go to bulk, and we're looking here, 460, 860, 460 and 860. Let's go take a look here at the non-gold version. 460, 860 is, I mean, they're half the price to get the non-gold. So you want gold, it's only twice the cost. Twice the cost. Are these overpriced though? Because if it's twice the price of an overpriced card, then that's not that helpful. Brighton Bloom looks like it's way cheaper. It's a dragon. And how many dragons do I have? How many gold dragon summoners? We've got the Delwyn, which is a pretty solid card, but it's not going to work in Dice or in Tamed. I think, yeah, it's not going to. It doesn't have the border for Untamed. So, and then if we go into bulk view, gold, summoners, Untamed, all we have is the Bortus and maybe the Wizard. Oh, the Deep Swimmer and the Sacred Llama. So, Earth and Water. And we just got another Earth and another Earth here with the Wizard and another Water. So, Water and Earth are good on the Dice and Untamed games. And we just got a Lorna Shine. So those should be showing up if we click on Dice. Sort here. So we've got Water, Earth, Death. Oh, we do already have Ulsters. Is that the one we just bought? And Lorna. We've got the kids. So we're doing all right on those games. And for the people, or if I don't play, to rent out to those people. So I think we already got a decent amount of Veras. Now, this is what I like to do, and already did it before, but 100. Ooh, look at this, 159 for a level 5. 159 for a level 5. And we go over here and buy in bulk. We have 335. So maybe it isn't the best of options. It's to get the chids. I don't know how you say it. Kids? Quids? There's no U, so who knows. Brighton Bloom. We got the magic one. Vera, it just seems we've already got water ones. So I'm not sure. We got the Bortus. We could continue to get more Ousters or continue to get more Mylors. I think the answer is to get these 4 Mylors. Really do. I think it's a good deal. $1,200 $1,200. If we go over here to these Mylors, so we go into buy, and um, we look here. What were we looking at? A level 4? 4 together is a level 4. Okay. So if we click over here, 800, 1,200 versus 800. That is a pretty good deal for the gold cards. Sorry, wrong button. So either the regular ones are way overpriced or these are underpriced. And the rental on them, level 2s, 180%, level 3s, 160, 120%. We've got a level 6 at 78%, 54s. It's not like amazing return compared to some of the others. We'll see. I think we're going to grab these. 161,000 DEC. You'll see that I did transfer some more. So we're sitting pretty with some Mylors. Now, the question is, I think we've 100 is too much. Are there any promo summoners? 28,000, that's too much. 77 as commons. Full price. A 15 would get you a level 8. A level 8, it's a magic attack one. What are the rentals at? 13, 36, 54. So it's not as good of a deal. People just don't like using the 5 mana common summoner, I guess. I feel like that could go up. 257. Well, a level 8 here is $1,200. $1,200 for a level 8. The price is cheaper. It's just, there's straight up level, probably, there's a 10 available, $850. Well, that's way different. So, yeah, I should have seen that. $850 for a 10. That's a really good deal. But there's like all these level 10s that no one's renting, even at 32%. Must not be a good card. I'm thinking the market is speaking to that card. 20, yeah, this is $100,000, and there's not even one here listed, and there's no Dricken listed. Um, yeah, so untamed cards. What about those ones? The llamas, 10,000. Zaku's. How about a Byzantine kitty at 2,400? Expensive. I don't know if I have the money for that. But what's the rental on these? 2,000. I don't know if anyone's actually renting them. That's why Splinterlands needs to up their game for API on showing us what's actually going on. If you're going to go between Chancius and Byzantine, it seems like might as well just get the Byzantine. Now, 1,000 for Camilla. I'm still not sure about that. Okay, so let's just look at the rares. And we've got the Pyres at 120, at 126. The speed is awesome. Um, so I'm not sure about this. Which is the normal version? $8. Let's do the same thing here. Let's do the comparison. So a level 6 is 423, 352, 423. Okay. And let's go over here. 352, 420. Yeah, it goes way up, way more expensive to get the gold. So not really worth it. The -2, I don't know. I haven't played much with these untamed. Just I'm not a huge fan of them. -1 seems pretty cool. I've already got a Bortus. I got a Drake. -1 here doesn't seem that exciting. Maybe that's why it's super cheap. Um, that's a decent deal. I wonder what the return is. 50s, um, two, threes, fours, and then there's just nothing available. 70s and 100%. So one level 8 for 574. I mean, I'd have to go through and see all of the summoners and kind of go in and see what the level 8s are costing. For example, if you go here, what does a level 8 cost? 482. And it seems like the wizard is much better at 475, 574, I should say. 399 over here. Um, but you can go back to the old great classics and look here, and it's 910, so it's maybe pretty good. Let's see here. 854. You want a bright and bloom, or just grab the Liana for just a little bit more? Um, or look at this one, 747 to get the Tyrus. That's not terrible. Now, if we look at here and then go into bulk, there's not even any available, enough available. What about here? Not enough, but 1300 for the next step down. And how about this? What about Untamed? Are there many Untamed available? Nope. Available cards. How about Zentars? Only 5 cards available. So that doesn't really work. $100 a pop. Oh, Lornas. Maybe some more Lornas. These I pushed the price all the way up to 340. Pyres could be cool. Assuming it's a good card to use, which kind of I've got the other cards though. I've got the +1 attack red card. So I think that black and white, life and death, ousters, 103, and they're both in cooldown. Should we do here with a little bit left? I think at 100, unless they're way more expensive than these Untamed, way more expensive than the Bright and Bloom. What is the rental on the Bright and Bloom? Hundreds across the boards, and level 2s are there's a lot of level 2s available. 120 even just for the level 2s. That seems like, and the price movement on them could go up. I like it. I like this option, especially level 3 and maybe it's level 4. Not the 5. And then maybe these 2. That's a lot. That's only $81,600. Um, so we could go all out for it. Bright and bloom. We're going to suspect a lot of people are going to be playing gold foil tournaments. And I love that flying ability. No, not everyone uses it. And then here, there is a big jump 103, 118. I mean, it's a pretty gradual jump afterwards between each one. I think we'll just grab that one. 124,000. Let's do it. And they have been purchased. Gosh. All right, there you go, folks. With the new tournaments, gold summoners are definitely exciting to purchase now. I mean, you could go in and find some gold monsters. Let's look at the monsters. And we're going to look by, let's look at the commons. $10. What about the rares? We were just buying a bunch of rares, but they were the other types of rares. What I'd love to see is the price difference between these, the rares and, I mean, the golds and the non-golds. So, luminous, sure which one of these. It goes from 28 up to 55 to get this magic one. All the way up to 110. Sure about that. How about dice together? Dice cards. Okay, let's look at commons. The spread is 10 up to 48. Is there any good deals on getting a combined one? 25. That's a great card. Feasting Seaweed would be great. I bet that's a pretty good rental return, I'm guessing. Oh, no. Good. None of those are good. What about Mantoids? 32%. What about here? Nope. So that's the fallback, basically, is to look at the percentages. If even if I don't play with them, I'll look at this percentages on the Magma Troll. It is quite high percentages on rentals. That seems so strange. Want to see it again? 60, 50, 50, 60, but then the lower level ones, 180. I wish we could see what is actually being rented out. Uh, Now, a level, it's not even correctly leveled. It's a level 6 with one card over, so it's kind of a waste. And a 3, which is one card over, another waste. We saw that the rentals were good on these. I don't have very much DEC left. Um, Ooh, what about the cursed slime ball? Level 6, 135. Let's take a look. Level 6, 90%, 44 DEC. I've got one for rent at a level 5. Be a good option when there's a good price difference like that. And Flamesmith. I did like the Flames. I did like playing with the Flamesmith. Take a look at 90, 100, 100, 200. Everything is super high. Level 3, 150%. Okay, that's a better deal. Is a better deal, and cards I don't have. And it is a dice edition. That's also really cool. So let's grab so that's 7,000. I've got 22,000. So we can do all of these. What are we up to? 18,000. And I think that's a great deal. Darting, what the rental is on that. Some decent, some okay. Level 3s, 87. Doesn't seem super popular. What you want is a good attack for those low level peoples. That's what I've noticed. Um, well, I wonder this is good for a low level person, a 7 and a 4. So on a level 3, oh, no, 61%. I was wrong. They're not renting it heavily. Still like this cursed slime ball. Eve slug. Pretty good opportunity with a 2 attack. Let's see what they're saying about that. 50%. Not super amazing. 100%. I mean, they're amazing, but not super amazing. 2 snipe with that one. 2, yeah. Let's just look at just the dice. Lion, and on this one. 200%? 180? What is going on? Why is it so high? Because it has a magic? Because it's a 2 mana? Because it's so cheap? What's the deal? There's a lot of them available. I don't think I need to rush to grab them. Let's take a look at the epics. I think this one's awesome. You get a level 1. Oh, if you have 1 card, you're a level 2. So interesting. 300%. It's pretty high. 230. I'm liking that. So level 2 cost $275. A level 4 is $950. Now, what if we add in the regular? So bulk buy 26 and 120. So the gold versions are way more expensive. Way more expensive. Epics just don't match up quite as well in the price comparisons because the way that the combinings are. Uh, so you only get a level 2 instead of a level 3 when you have a level. Oh, this is a level 4 is 950. What was it over here? Bulk. A level 4 was 120. So huge price difference that I'm not sure I'm that interested in. Let's look at legendaries. 800. Rosa, just 1900, 1800. Fucking Behemoth, Seems like a pretty cool card for those really high matches. You get just a 2 magic, but you have dodge, knockout, trample, reach, and void armor. And then you have 9 health. Goes up to 10 if you do one more, and you get dodge. Reach, void armor, and knockout with 1 gold card. And a 2 magic attack. And something awesome for high mana games. So, and speed is all right. 12 mana. Getting 1 more to get dodge and 1 health doesn't seem good enough. Getting the trample is good. So getting 1 of these could be a pretty cool idea. There's 2 of them available. Maybe we'll wait on it. Now, what about the Rosas? $3,000. So the $800 version is purchased. And Poseidon. What about this? You can get blast and immunity. So all you get, blast and immunity. And you have shield, blast, and immunity if you get this $1,600 card. Or spend a little bit less, but get to 1 mana and not get immunity. All you would have is blast, but not immunity. Immunity seems like a pretty good card for a couple of them, like the poison or earthquake, or that's why. Poison, earthquake. So immunity is probably pretty good. What is the rental on these? 200, 300. No one's renting it. I just wish they would show us what they're renting these out for. Even if I went a bunch lower, I mean, I think I would grab Poseidon, Oaken. I think that would be awesome. Now, what's the price difference between them? Let's look here. So to get to a level 2, which is what we were looking at, because we didn't care that much about dodge. Why is it saying 3 magic when this says 2? Is there an error on our site or what's going on there? Okay, so 430, 540. Yeah, look at that. For 540, that's when you're getting the $90 per card listing. And then let's go back over to here to Behemoth. So 1700 versus 840. 840. Look here. So double 840. But then this is a really good deal. Don't know what to tell you. Just checking out more cards. Going on a shopping spree. And this would be cool if that card was available, but it looks like it got purchased and the API hasn't updated. Now, Poseidon. Looks like these cards are pretty expensive here. Poseidons are among the cheaper of the cards, and you can get let's see here, a level 3 for 400 and a level 2 for 200. So Poseidon is more expensive, the Oaken Behemoth, than the Oaken Behemoth, basically, because we only really need the one. Anyway, I'm going to grab these before I forget. So a little bit more, and then maybe I'll pause and. Okay, I paused it. I deposited some more DEC because I really do think I want that Oaken. It looks like a good deal. These ROAs are pretty good on rentals in case I don't play with it on those tournaments. And because of those tournaments, I think these things are going up a bunch because, yeah, because they should. So 111,000 TEC and purchased. We're going to show the grand total here soon. I'm not going to grab these $1,800 ones or the $5,000 one or the one that doesn't have any listed. The Poseidon, I still am not sure about it. It seemed like the Oaken was a way better deal. But $1,600 with blast and immunity, I just think that yeah, we're gonna skip it. We're gonna skip it. We're gonna go look at the beta summoners and 1,500 one alpha gold card, alpha gold frost giant was sold earlier today for $10,000. The beta you could buy a max level one for 10,000. 333, yeah, so like 9,000. That was a 1 BCX alpha for 10,000. You could buy a max level beta for 10,000. These are all way too expensive. I'm actually wondering about reward cards. Reward legendaries. The cheapest is 780, but the leak, however you say it, it's pretty dang good. I bet the rental returns are decent. Again, it is the end of the season, so it's kind of unfair to look at all these prices. To be honest, I should have looked. You should really look at it during the beginning of the season. The returns probably aren't so great. But in any case, one thing you can look at is this is not quite twice as much than the lower ones, but it is the cheapest gold foil one. So that's one way of comparing to see which things may be underpriced. Um, and then the price jump is another way of kind of comparing it. So this does seem like a pretty decent card, in my opinion. That is an option. We'll put it in the cart for now. We wouldn't have much more to be able to buy. And as we've discussed in the past, epics just don't seem to be the best deals. An Axe Maxter with a 2 strike seems like a great card, and the market is saying that it is a great card. It's only level 2s available, probably because level 3 has 2 3 strikes. Axe Maxter looks great, and it's on the low end here and on the high end here or here. So, and we can look here with all cards. It is up there. Where's the Axe Master? Where is the Axe Master? There it is. 1159. So if we go to bulk, we're looking at 42, 111, 230. 42, 111, 230. And if we go to the gold version, and it's one of the cheapest of all epic golds. And if we look here, we got just epics are way different in price between gold and 42. This would have been 42, 142 something, just way different in price. I don't know if epics are really that good to get, but I mean, you can't fault this. You can't fault this. 300, even if I listed it for half the price, Question is, what are other people renting them for? We don't have that information. It's a big glaring hole in the Splinterlands API that I know that they're aware of and they'll fix. But I really am still interested in these cards. And they're going to be in cooldown for a long time, which is annoying. I'm just, I don't know, maybe a couple of them. I just don't think that epics are ever any good to buy unless, yeah, just epics aren't great deals as far as I can see. Okay, so we're looking for golds. We're on a gold shopping spree. The Dark Astronomer is the cheapest rare in the whole entire market. But look at that. 40 $45. Ooh, a Temple Priest, 2 magic. That's got to be a decent rental. 200, 200, 200. Everything is 200. Yeah, the magic cards, especially at the low levels. If you can get, I don't even know what Dispel is. It's a reward card at 35, and it's one of the cheapest here. How does it compare over here? It's cheap over here too. That's crazy. But if we look here, um, we've got 28 and 46. And then go down to here. We've got way different prices. I love those where they're really comparative to the non-gold foil version. 28 and 46 is way off on these. But can't fault the card rental price, percentages here. That is some crazy stuff. If even it's somewhat close. But maybe it just means that these are also way poorly priced. What are the percentages here? 20 level twos aren't so great. 160. What are they looking for? The Dispel? I don't even know what Dispel does. You want the level 5, it looks like. Oh, wrong place. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we also want to make sure we get Dice and Untamed playable. And um, this looks like it is a Dice background because this is the old beta. So this looks like it's Dice background. So should be playable in those Dice tournaments. I like it. I mean, I should buy a bunch of these too. Priced. No, we're just doing a gold shopping spree, but we're going to throw in a little bit more. So we got 30,000 more DEC, and we could remove the ancient lick. Be worth getting when you compare to some of these others. I do want to check out the commons. Um, and let's go down here. The chain spinner, the Charlock, I bet is a pretty decent rental. The Harvester, let's see, hundreds, hundreds, 500, 400. Holy crap. This is really good too. 100% is the cheapest. And it looks like a mistake listing for half the price of the others. It looks good too. True Strike, 3, 1. It's a pretty good card. It does look like it slowly ramps, so there's no mistake listing. Everyone just is listing it for that. I'm gonna just add 1 in there. And actually, what I want to see is, so you get a 4. Why it says 3 here, because it's showing a level 1. There's no such thing as a level 1 gold. So that's lame. 4, and it doesn't go up to 5 till later. It gets retaliate at 6. So, and a true strike retaliate, I would assume, which would be amazing. Some extra health on the next leagues, but it looks like those level 1s are pretty good. Those, well, level 3s, 1 BCX cards. So I can see why people are renting it. So I think these are all in cooldown now. So pretty lame. So many cards in cooldown. But might as well wait. Where does he rank over here? Pretty darn cheap. Holy cow. Rental really high on these as well? That's the question. 30, 40s. Yeah, pretty low. That's not a great sign. So we didn't go all in on it. Low on internet. It's a little slow on me. So it's a little concerning that that one's so cheap. Um, I want to get some good deals. You know, it's cheap as as a non-gold. What about the harvester? Harvester looks pretty good. Level 3s, you get a 3 regular attack, and then you get a press, which I don't even know what that means. With a level 4, 300%. Seems like level 4s with just 2 cards combined is pretty good. Get a 3 attack with this press thing, which I'm not exactly sure what it does, but I could grab a couple of these. They are reward cards, wondering about the dice. I already looked at these, and I got a bunch of flamesmiths. Battering ram is twice the expense. 2 mana. What happens though when you don't get a 2 attack till later? You have shatter at level 6. I don't know about that one. Seems risky. I got the one that I liked. What about Untamed? There's some good deals. I liked Scorpion. He is undervalued. And then, oh, we already looked at this one. Thought about getting the Cursed Slime Ball. We have 193 to. We still got a little bit. We could maybe get the Cursed Slime Ball. I was going to double check. These percentages aren't as good as some of the ones we were seeing in the reward. Go back to the rewards. And I wonder what we can get the gelatinous cube. Ooh, really expensive. Wood nymph, really expensive. Creeping ooze, really expensive. Expensive all around, except Nectar Queen. That's good, but it goes from 26. I like the Warrior of Peace as well. 25s, and that's when we get down to these harvesters and charlocks that these prices may go up. And maybe this chain spinner. What is it? When you get this, it is a 2. Doesn't it stays at 2 forever? What is it? It goes up in armor. Okay. Avoid armor. So that makes sense. It's a life, so you can get the repair. I just like these ones. Green and red. The nightmare. What does that do? It's got a 2 attack, and then it goes up in. Well, it's very fast, and it goes up in. I don't know what phase is either, so I have not played with those types of cards. So Charlock and Harvester it is. So we will. We already have selected a few of these, so we're going to grab that one. 176. Okay, let's get the Harvester now. Let's see where we're at. 180. Boom. All rented. Okay. Crazy, crazy times. Let's actually go into here. And they were all purchased. Let's look here. We spent $11,250. And the DEC volume is quite a lot. Anyways, crazy amounts of gold cards, but they made it pretty worth it. Look at the prices on this. And the fact that there's not going to be a ton of gold. There's not a ton of gold players. If we look at all of the completed ones, and then we look at, let's look at gold leagues. Anytime completed. We can't do 2 filters at the same time. So weird. Let's go to completed. Yeah. So lame the way they do this. Okay, completed. Okay, these are all the completed. And let's look at the higher price ones. $40 silver gold foil. Gold cards only. Okay, completed and gold. Okay, worked. 170, $39. 10 DEC though was not very much. How about this one? 10,000 DEC. $415. 10,000 entry? Oh, that's an actual token called entry. It's a DCD tournament. How about this one? Okay, there we go. 2053. But it was only 10 DEC to enter. 53. Looks like we entered. Player that plays this account entered and got 35th and was just outside of the earnings. So that's unfortunate. And this one, Brawler Gold cards, 35 people. He entered. He gave it out to 32 people, and he got. What place did he get? Is it still coming up? Oh, it's in the future. Huh. Because I went back, and now everything is completed. Gold cards. Okay. So we entered that one when there's 53 players. This one there was 52 players, 89 on this bronze league one. 56 on the diamond. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like he got 26 and got 6,000 DEC. Yeah, pretty interesting. 6,000 DEC or 48,000 DEC to win. All right. Definitely intrigued. I think that it was a good purchase. So there you can see what a shopping spree of $11,000 worth of DEC is like. Now I'm wondering how much collection power I have, because that's like a million airdrop points that I just got rid of, which is really painful. I'm gonna have to sell some SPS to get some more collection power. Because if we see here, 270% on the DEC is pretty darn good. All right. Well, we did some work. We did some work. And I hope you enjoyed it. It was long. Goodbye.